Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So today we have some XRP news, we have some Bitcoin news, we have some stock market news, we have some H-bar news, right? We haven't covered H-bar in quite some time. We're going to begin here with this article. This article is titled XRP not to replace US dollar, but to disrupt banking. I mean, who's asking these questions? Who believes that XRP needs to replace the dollar? We don't need to replace the dollar. No, we just need to take as much value from the dollar, move as much value of the dollar to wherever they want to send it around the globe. It's the same story, no matter where we go. We just need to move the value. We don't need to replace the dollar. But I will say this. It's not Ripple or Stellar or Algorand that you have to worry about replacing the dollar. No, it's the U.S. government that you need to be worried about replacing the dollar. For sure, the dollar is evolving right before your eyes. They're devaluing it at a rapid rate, right? That's number one. Number two, in the United States, you're seeing more and more places accept cash less. They only accept card. They only accept electronic payments. Let's keep that clear. Electronic, not digital. Not yet. Digital is in the future, but they're prepping the people. More and more places are saying, hey, listen, we don't take cash. And they don't care about you saying it's legal tender. No, they don't. There's a transformation happening, but the people are looking in the wrong place for the culprit, the catalyst of that transformation. It is the governments that are allowing that transformation to take place, right? All card, all plastic, nothing solid. And most people don't know about gold and the exchange of value, where you can have your value in gold, etc. We don't even need to go there. They don't know about that. But the dollar is transforming 100%. And then to look at the rest of the world and not reach a compromise with them when they're dollar dumping. So you have the United States government transforming the dollar. You have the rest of the world transforming the dollar. All of this is detrimental to the dollar, and nothing is immortal, although people treat it that way. They're not. These things are temporary, as are all things. The only thing that's permanent is change. And the dollar, like everything else, is changing 100%. But there is something that I would like to say about Ripple, XRP, and the United States. But I'll save that for another video. I'll make a separate video. I may put out tomorrow morning. I rarely do morning videos, but I think I'll film this one tonight and just set it for post tomorrow morning. We'll see. So be on the lookout for an early video. Check that one out. It's just going to be my humble opinion. But it continues on here. This is coming from CEO of Bitfury, Brian Brooks. It says, Brooks, a senior advisor at Valor Capital Group, expressed this view during a crypto conference hosted by the Aspen Institute. During the session, he clarified the broader purpose of crypto assets. No one person can define the broader purpose of crypto assets, since there's so many different types. They all serve different purposes. And I think you're about to see that in some of these coming statements of his. I mean, some things I agree on and some things I have to humbly disagree. So then it continues on here. It says XRP not trying to replace the US dollar. Like I said, we don't need to, but it says in particular, Brooks stressed that cryptocurrencies are not about currency. Well, that would go against what most people believe Bitcoin is supposed to be. Not only is Bitcoin a store of value, but, and like I said, I don't believe in Bitcoin as a store of value. I never did. Bitcoin's a moneymaker to me, but also, yeah, sure, I've used Bitcoin plenty of times to purchase things, plenty of times. A lot of people think of Bitcoin as a currency, and it's the big crypto, right? It's the big dog on the block. It's the leader. So sure, in that way, Bitcoin is a currency. You have to separate. All cryptos are different. They do something differently to try to make them a monolith and describe a mass of them. Even if you keep Bitcoin on the outside, to try to turn the rest of them into a monolith in order to explain them to other people is just not going to work. Unfortunately, my apology, a little hair is on my lip after shaving. Sometimes them hairs drop off. But if you have a beard, you understand. But or mustache. But to try to turn them into a monolith in order to explain this to people, that's not going to work. You're going to have, if you really want to educate people, you're going to have to break it down to them semantically, intricately, and let them know the subtle differences between DLT use cases. Simple as that. All these mechanisms, these are softwares, technologies. All of them are different. But okay, so it says cryptocurrencies are not about currency in the traditional sense of a medium of exchange. Well, what do you mean? Bitcoin pretty much is modeled after gold. Do you want to be real about it? It's a fake gold, really. Let's just call it what it is. A long time ago, it wasn't about putting a fake fiat currency into gold. No, but let's say in ancient times, earlier times, people could say, hey, this grain of rice is worth this much. So the figure fiat is just a placeholder of the value that's in everyone's minds, the agreed upon value. They say this rice is worth this much, this corn is worth this much, and then you could pay for that corn with this much gold because gold is worth this much, agreed upon value. All of this is tea time. When children used to pour a little tea in a cup and they pretend to drink it, all value is like that, right? Whether you want to say something's rare or not, it doesn't make a difference. Something could be plentiful and we could all agree that it's worth a lot of value or a little bit of value. It's up to us. It's up to the people. And gold was like that. So gold has certain value. These things you purchased with gold were a certain value. Then they took, of course, they removed the dollar off of the gold standard. Everything's been removed from the gold standard, although you can still use gold to this day. But that's a special group of people that do such a thing. Bitcoin is the same thing. It's the same thing. So store value currency, in the traditional, that's the most traditional sense that you can get. I mean, if you want to go further than that, when people were trading seashells in primitive times, how far you want to go? Value is subjective, and it's mental, just as the universe is mental. But we place that in there. That's what's more traditional than that. I just have to humbly disagree. It says currency in the traditional sense. You mean in the mainstream sense, what people have been convinced of. That's what I'm assuming you mean. People have been convinced in the last few decades that currency, quote unquote, is something that currency is not. Right? Which is why they believe in a fiat currency like the dollar so much. When it's not resting upon anything except the military might at this point of certain nations. You want to be real about it, which then that becomes questionable when mutually assured destruction cancels out your military might. Not only that, when really there's a one world established system. You want to be real. In the governments, yeah, sure. The regular people are kept divided. The regular people are believe in these segmented governmental systems. Really at the top, you look at all the leaders, they all work together. They all talk together. They all sit in meetings together. They all have the big money trades with each other, whether they have problems or not. Notice that money doesn't stop flowing to particular regions. I promise you, there's a lot of connections between these entities. So all of that matters when we're talking about currency. We're talking about the new financial system. It's just a lot of people want to make it simple, and it's not. Because the simple things that gets you, that gets you likes, clicks, views, and gets you a clap. Oh yeah, good job. To each his own. So be it. It says, he continues on. According to him, it is a big misconception that cryptocurrencies must replace traditional currencies. Who's saying this? Who says this? I mean, I've been here for some years, and I have rubbed, shoulders with some brilliant minds here. I don't know anyone that's saying they're going to replace traditional systems. No, but interoperability, linking systems, yes. These new systems they're building, them being set up and rigged, 100% they were set up and rigged by the bank coin companies. They thought that they were bullying the bank coin companies. Let us see your technology. Let us borrow from you. Let us learn from you. And they thought they would take it all from us and run everything. While the bank coin companies played dumb, because sometimes, like DMX said, the great Earl Simmons said, sometimes it's better to be thought dumb. Shall I go on? Go on. The real. What the deal remains a mystery. How is it I can live and make history? If you don't see it, then it wasn't meant for you to see. If you weren't born with it, then it wasn't meant for you to be. Yeah, deep lyrics, aren't they? Yes, they are. But they apply here. They apply here, 100%. The bank coin companies played dumb the whole while they did not give the legacy system what they needed to complete the job. They hold the golden key. Oh, man, I'm getting fired up just thinking about these trillions. You don't have to feel the same. Sit down, stay calm, do all that. I'm feeling fired up. My money hairs just got tingling. I'm not even lying. Because they held the golden key. I knew they would do it. There's no way they'd be ignorant enough to hand away their most valued asset, interoperability. And so now the legacy system is starving. They're rushing. They're panicked. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's right. You see, you could play everybody, but you can't play just anybody. But that doesn't make any sense at all. You played a lot of people. You made a fool of them, legacy system, but not these. These were genius individuals. David Schwartz, Charles Hoskinson. I can't remember the other individual from Hedera. I mean, Lehman Baird, Gilbert Verdian. See, this is a different level that they're playing with. These aren't just some college kids that came up with a group came up with a Facebook or something. No. These were real brilliant individuals dealing with mathematical equations and digital mechanisms that hadn't gone this far before. So a big misconception, sure. I think a lot of people don't understand crypto fully that are in crypto, sure. And they don't need to. Some of them are just money makers, but they let that be known. They're not trying to be something they're not. Nor am I. But let's continue on here. We have the legacy system in a headlock. They're trying to figure everything out. 100%. No need to replace their broken down fiat currencies when that gives us the advantage. Why would we do that? Why would any company want to replace the thing that puts them in position? It's like doctors. It's like, whoa, let me not go that far. Let me be careful what I say here. But let's say your entire business is riding on the back of something that needs to happen in order for you to have a business. You don't remedy that problem or you're out of business. You understand that? Like if I'm selling you oranges and my whole livelihood rests on me selling you oranges, my family lives off of me selling you oranges. I don't care what anybody says. This is just business. I'm not going to be so rushed to show you how to plant an orange tree. Once you plant that orange tree, I am destroyed. I need you to need oranges. The bank coin companies need the world to keep their rickety-crickety fiat currency in order for us to connect everything together, keep the rickety-crickety, old, dusty, worn down legacy system in order for us to provide you with solutions. A massive variety of solutions. This is why we cover the downfall of the legacy system. Because we have the Band-Aids. Come buy some Band-Aids. That's the entire point of this. So we no need to replace it. I don't know anyone who thinks that. No. But let's continue on here, my good people. You people are the honorable, the heroes, the noble, the smart, the new 1%. Man, pat yourself on the back. Don't play yourself down now. Don't do that. No. Raise yourself up every chance you get in your own minds. It doesn't have to be to a level of arrogance, but no, you need to know your worth. You need to know you're worthy. And don't wait for someone else to tell you you're worthy. To hell with what other people think. Are they going to pay your bills? They're going to be at your funeral? Are they going to be with you if you get sick? No. To hell with what the people think. Pat yourself on the back. You know you did a good job. Know you're a champion. That's why we call each other champ. Hey, how you doing, champ? Oh, what's good, champ? How you doing, champ? It's a good day. You all right over there, champ? Because we build each other up. We got good names, positive names, while the rest of the world have these bad names. You know what I mean? That negative energy pull you down. We keep that positive energy going. That's difficult. If you see everybody doing something you know is easy, it's not worthy. It's not worth it. Just like you have pennies everywhere, pennies are not valued highly. You have gold, very rare. So we think of it and agree that gold is valuable because it's so rare. The same thing here. If everybody does bad stuff, that's easy. That ain't worth much. Anybody can do that. But the good stuff, no, that's rare. Not everybody can do that. That's hard. Yeah. So it means it's worthy. I want the hard stuff. I don't want anything easy. The easy stuff is never worth it and it's temporary. Give me the hard stuff. I'm going to knock it out. I promise you. I'm going to knock it out. I promise you, if it's my last breath, anything that's difficult, I'm going to conquer it. If it's in front of me, you have to think like that. Whether it's your job, your business, it doesn't matter. You conquer it. I've been doing this for a long time, from, building my businesses, coaching, whatever it was, the movies, TV shows. Listen, whatever it was I put my mind to, I said, if it's my last dying breath, I'm going to conquer it. I'm not letting anything stop me. You have to think like that or you will not reach your peak form. There's always a higher level. I'm just one of those people. I want to see it. I want to see it. What do you want to see? You think that's it? If you feel like you reached the top level, I'm telling you, somebody out there's going to pass you up. They're going to pass you up. They're going to take something from you. I'm telling you. Unfortunately, life is competitive. It just is. And even within yourself, it's a higher level. You can go to a higher level. You know it. There's more for you. You just have to have the heart to go for it. Your business could be bigger. This ain't about money at this point. Who cares about this fiat currency? We know the real currency is love, and we know the real currency is family. The real currency is the real things that are valued to people being around you. But in this game, let's just call it what it is. In this game, we play to win. Money just comes just as a variable. But it's within us. I don't know, something's in us. We want to win. Whatever. You can say whatever you want. I'm just saying, if you go up against me, listen, I'm gonna compete 100%. The only way that if I lose, if you want to believe in loss, if that's a belief of yours, I'll be laid out, barely any energy left. But anyway, all of this matters. This channel isn't just about crypto. This is about life. Whatever. Hey. It's like, I say whatever because I'm thinking all these comments that people send me. You have no idea. It sticks with you. It sticks with you. And so when I'm talking, I can already read in my mind what people are typing. I've seen what they're typing. I've seen what they've typed, what they've said to me. And so I'm thinking about that. And then I'll respond. Like, you know what I mean? Those who know. So anyway, so now continuing on here. Crypto price volatility is irrelevant like Google's. He likened the value of cryptocurrencies to internet stocks. Internet stocks don't have utility. Internet stocks don't have the ability to surpass market cap because of a utility where there's no telling how much value it could bring in. Sure, people want to be pessimistic and they want to say it might bring in just a little bit. Sure, but that doesn't negate the truth that because of that utility and being able to move currency anywhere, being able to do smart contracts and move value anywhere, being able to have things tokenized on your chain, everything tokenized on your chain or a multitude of chains or have interoperability for all chains has never existed before. Google stock, internet stocks, throw that in the trash. It's a shame that crypto continues to even be tied to stocks just because everybody has bots and they're trading the stocks in the crypto at the same time. So when the stocks sell off, they sell the crypto off, and they're moved by these fake, false macroeconomic data pieces that come out when the data is highly manipulated. Whoever controls the data controls how the data is presented, which means that the numbers tell you the story of whoever controls the numbers. Numbers do lie to you because numbers are controlled. Anything that is controlled can be used to show you an illusion. That's so dangerous. The mentality of people to trust authority figures with anything is so dangerous to me. I don't believe in authority figures at all. I don't like them. I don't believe in them. I don't want any authority figure having any kind of way or hold over my life. Fly or die, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If I live by the sweat of my own brow, if I can farm and I can build something myself, I'll do it. If I can't, I guess I'm a goner. And I'm comfortable with that. But to trust these individuals with numbers, with your life, no, never. Not me. Do what you want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. But I tell you what, in that me doing what I want to do, you're not going to stop me. No, you might listen, whatever. You want to go completely beyond certain limitations. So you can stop the body, but I promise you, the way that I feel, you're not going to stop this energy. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. So how much more the mind that controls the energy? How superior is the mind that controls that energy? So if energy is neither created nor destroyed, then does the mind continue to transit, change? Change is the only constant. You might be able to stop this body. You're going to have a hell of a time stopping this body too. Oh, man. So anyway, Google, stocks, crypto. Right. All right. Hey, to each his own. Quote, it's like betting on Google if you think there will be high internet traffic, or shorting Google if you think people will go back to the post office. Now, I said this before, and I don't know how many articles we're going to get to today. No idea. I'm just cooking right now. I'm just flowing right now. Some people enjoy, some people don't. What do you want me to do? It's always that way. There's winter, spring, summer, fall. Everything has its seasons. Everything has its polarity, negative, positive. I understand that. I accept it. I accept it. But there's some things I agree with here. That this individual goes on at some point in this article to talk about how crypto is all about the future. 100% I agree with that. The potentiality lies in the future. I'm paraphrasing, of course. 100% I agree with that. I agree with that. So in that way, we agree. We're both futurist, long-term believers in DLT technologies. And so, yeah, so there you go. All right, so we're going to get off that article here. Let me just get a little bit of, let's get the Bitcoin article in, and maybe we'll get the HBAR article in here. All right, I had another XRP related article. Let me see what that was about. I want to see what that was about, just in case it was potent. I get a lot of articles, right? I look them up, but I don't remember every single one of them. And, you know, later on when I shoot the video, I have so many things. I just like you. I'm just like you. I have so many things to do throughout the day. So by the time I get to the articles, I might not remember what's what. All right. So now this article is titled Crypto Behemoth Coinbase Enters the Bitcoin DeFi Arena. It says a short cryptic tweet sparked a frenzy in X circles late Tuesday night, when leading global exchange Coinbase hinted at plans to enter the wrapped Bitcoin market. Go ahead, Coinbase, do good for yourself. I want to see crypto overall win. That's my energy. Go ahead and do your thing. The initial speculation was quickly validated by senior employees who corroborated their excitement for further integration of the Bitcoin asset into the company's on-chain ecosystem. Other observers have highlighted the strategic nature of the decision following a tumultuous week for current market favorite BitGo's WBTC. The latter has long been regarded as the easiest and most popular method for Bitcoin investors to gain exposure to DeFi products. With the industry's attention, I don't know where I got those other words from. My apologies. With the industry's attention on Bitcoin native alternatives, the announcement is seen by many as a decisive move toward preserving Ethereum's dominance as the de facto Bitcoin DeFi layer. You know, as I'm reading this, an ad popped up right in the middle of the sentences and shoved them downward. So then I had to figure out where the heck I was mid-sentence. I did pretty good, by the way. Oh, yeah, I did pretty good. Oh, man, you all better, listen, when all this crypto goes off, you do know some of y'all owe me some barbecues, and you owe me some food, and you owe me some competition, some games, some arm wrestling. You do know that. Do know that, right? And don't worry, after all this is said and done, I don't know how long I want to do the channel or if I want to stop the channel. But let's say I ever decided to not do the channel anymore. Those people who have been loyal to me from day one, I'll make sure you have a way to keep in contact with me if you want. It's up to you. I'm not going to cry about it. It's up to you. You know what I mean? And if you want to check in on old Alpha Neem once in a while, you can do that just in case. I don't know what the future holds. I'm just saying, just in case. All right. So now it says, looking to attract liquidity to their protocols, a collection of projects decided to set their focus on the most liquid asset on the market, Bitcoin. All right. So now let's move on here. You know, all my life, when I started doing research, like I said, my father got me started doing research. You do know that I originally wanted to work cases, like people's cases, like, solve criminal cases, etc. That's originally what I wanted to apply my knowledge to. Right. I still think about that to this day. I see a lot of cases. I see a lot of the paperwork, and I'm like, oh, man, I feel like I could uncover some things, I feel like it. I feel like there's pieces that I'm seeing that others are not seeing. I think some people are born researchers. Like we want to put together puzzles. It makes our mind work. It gives us a purpose. I don't know if other people will understand that. So now, stock market. Let's go to stock market. Just a little bit of stock market news before we close out with the HBAR news. All right. Because I do want to touch on HBAR. I don't cover some of the bank coins all the time. And then people start thinking like, are you bullish? I literally hold a lot of these bank coins. They just collect dust. I don't have to talk. They're collecting dust sitting on a cold wallet. I don't have to talk about them all the time. I just need them to do what they do. I already know what I need to know. Right. And when there's significant news, then I'll cover it. That's how I feel. I've had HBAR collecting dust for so long. It's now unbelievable. So anyway, amongst other things, This article is titled Stock Market Today. Dow soars, my word. Mick, what are you doing? Dow scores. You like that? Scores, that's emphasis. Dow scores 3-day win streak. S&P 500 and NASDAQ post best 6-day gain since November 2022. All right, so let's find out. You have anything more to say? They have a nice little chart here. And then they have some treasury yield information. So I guess that's it. You know, it scores a 3-day win streak. And then they have some treasury yield news here. Treasury yields finish mostly higher with two-year rate jumping by most since April. The policy-sensitive 2-year Treasury yield rose by the most in 4 months after Thursday's retail sales data helped to ease concerns about a possible U.S. recession. Read a little bit about that. I think that was in yesterday's video. Make sure you check out that members-only video I put out yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. All right. And now we're getting some numbers on this. Now the rate rose 15 basis points to 4.099%. for the biggest one-day increase since April the 10th, according to 3 p.m. Eastern Time figures from Dow Jones market data. Thursday's level was the highest since August the 1st. All right, now let's go here. We have this H-bar news, but I have another article I just saw, and maybe I'll save that for the members-only section. That one right there is going to be a potent one right there. What did I say right there multiple times? I do that sometimes for emphasis. You know, it's something I guess I picked up in my youth. Now, this article here is titled H-Bar Foundation and Copper Partner, Furthering Hedera's Institutional Accessibility. Copper.co, a leader in the digital asset custody, collateral management, and prime services, is pleased to announce a partnership with Hedera, a decentralized proof-of-stake public ledger that enables fast, low-cost, and secure transactions for real-world and digital assets. The partnership will broaden access to H-Bar and facilitate smoother entry for institutional investors into the Hedera ecosystem. Hedera's native token H-Bar has been seamlessly integrated with Copper's award-winning institutional-grade technology. Really? Okay, all right. And Copper will provide custody services for H-Bar and tokens following the H-Bar Token Service HTS standard. As part of the integration, clients will be able to stake their H-Bar to validators of their choosing. Do it. Do it. I'm ready for that. Lock that H-Bar up. Lock it up. All right. And perform DeFi transactions from Copper's MPC wallet. This is a game changer, I believe. I haven't heard anything like this before, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It probably does. I don't know, but this is one more good thing. It says, via API and Copper's DeFi platform, Copper Connect, H-Bar will also be available for trading via Clearloop, Copper's off-exchange settlement solution, which provides secure digital asset custody to institutional clients while mitigating counterparty and insolvency risk. Now, I would love to put a title for this video, something like Game Changer or something like that. I feel like that won't get views or people. I don't know why. I try to cover mostly the positive news unless it has to do with the legacy system, of course. But I try to keep a majority like good energy. But if you have too many titles that have good energy, people start to doubt the titles. I don't know why that is. Like each title is accurate. It's literally what I'm thinking, or sometimes I snatch it from an article. I might paraphrase an article's title. It's so hard to come up with titles for videos, but this is some good stuff. I would love to say, oh, well, this is a game changer, or look at what they're doing. And, people get tired of reading certain titles. Like, how many different ways can we phrase a title? After you've done thousands of videos, it becomes difficult after a while. And I start to, for me, when I do watch videos, which is not often at all, I barely watch videos on YouTube. I do a lot of scrolling through TikTok at night when after the day is over, because it's so quick. I'm just scrolling, swiping, but titles don't mean anything to me. If I see a certain person, I know I support their channel or something like that, I just click right through. I don't care what the title is. And I just hope some people feel that way. Like, don't worry about the title, just click through, you know, support the people. That's what I do. But hey, that's what I do. It's not what other people have to do. So there's that. So just know, if you become a YouTuber or you want to be a YouTuber, you know, unless you're one of those massive YouTubers, you're over 100,000 subs and they just watch no matter what. You're going to have to work every single video to find a good title, good thumbnail, and hope that the people actually click on it, you know, because when you're a smaller content creator, you don't get guaranteed views. You don't. So don't work like that. So anyway, now that I almost messed up my outro. Now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? Yup, this is a longer video today. What are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.